to the Between the Pages podcast. Today we're going to be continuing our little mini-series going through all the different books, and today we'll be talking about Be Free. Trying to get it not to glare. Today we're going to be talking about Be Free.
Don't want to glare.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. This is Sarah. This is our podcast.
The books are so shiny.
Oh, yeah. It's a type of finish, I guess, of paper. Yeah, so. Yeah. Glossy look. Today we're going to...
Be free. The truth that sets you free.
The truth that sets you free. And so the truth that sets you free is the cross, and so, that was the price that was paid is what sets you free. And there's a lot of people within Christianity, if you will. They're all different.
Yeah.
And so Be Free is basically focused on diversity. And, the bees are insects and plants are, plants. And so they're not alike, but yet they need one another in order to survive.
Yeah.
Plants need bees, the flowers, to be pollinated so that they can make seeds, so that they can propagate and grow again next year. And during the course of this, I realized that flowers have a unique ability because bees have different eyesight than we have. They can see different spectrums of light. Bees have learned to exploit that by, developing certain shades or colors, if you will, that bees see. And so bees are attracted.
The flowers
flowers, the blossoms attract bees.
Yeah.
It's not just
their color.
It's not just the nectar, the aroma that attracts bees.
It's really interesting because it's like, I know it's a little different, but in quilting they're like, oh, if you can't figure out if your patterns and your colors look nice together, put it in black and white. And if you put it in black and white, all of the different patterns, if they are really nice and flow in black and white, they're good. But if one stands out super bad in the black and white, then super bad. I don't know what the technical term is, but if it stands out really intense or kind of, whoa, look at that one. If you're drawn to one, I guess, in the black and white, then that one does not actually match the color scheme.
Oh.
Which is really interesting, and it works.
Learn something new every day.
You can take all the different colors, put them down, put your phone in black and white, and take. So I guess that's the same way with the bees' eyes.
Yeah.
They however they see, they can pinpoint those flower colors so that they know out of all of the nature, oh, that's what I want to go eat right there.
Yeah, right.
That's cool.
And so they get in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's why that's the acronym in there is Busy Bees See by Sub.
Yeah.
And the ultraviolet blossoms. They see those ultraviolet blooms, if you will.
I put that in there.
Yeah, and so that's a palindrome. It's the same backwards and forwards. And so it's one of those books that does that. It's kind of, I enjoy doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, all the books have a palindrome.
No, well, some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them it's not intentional.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Which is a quick science moment that ties back into how God designed creation with a purpose.
Right, exactly.
He didn't just go, I'll make the bees and the flowers do stuff. He made it so that they would specifically use the flowers to eat.
And on the other aspect of bee colonies, if you will, is there's a social order, and,
There'd be a queen bee, man.
There's a queen, yeah, but there's workers and there's drones and so there's a different bees have different functions within the hive, and so there's guard bees and that type of thing, and no one complains about that.
Yeah.
I mean, the bees don't complain about, how come you're a drone and I'm not, and how come you're the queen? There's none of that kind of thing going on. They're all in it. They're working together.
All working together.
And so that's the way we should be in the body of Christ. We should all be working together. There shouldn't be any...
instead of trying to step on each other to get to the top.
Well,
a lot of people
do. Well, in their professional lives, yeah, and unfortunately that has a tendency to carry over into church life or whatever, or congregation life. But that was not the way it was intended to be. I mean, Jesus was walking around on the earth, and actually, he was against the religious authority and the structure and the rules and all that. You can do this on the Sabbath, and you can't do that on the Sabbath. And he was always pointing out to them that, oh no, you all these things you come up with make void my law. Make the blessing I have for people. You make it void by all this other stuff, and
which is the big takeaway. Kind of bees and flowers are different, but they need each other, and don't let your differences divide what God designed to work together.
Yeah, and these two bees, Dee and Lee, they just kind of buzzing about. They're kind of having fun, and there's kind of there's the palindrome aspect of it, but there's the
homophones
homophones and the different literary type devices, if you will. Like, a male bee is a drone, and then there's a picture of a drone from the air base that's close by. And so they're the same, but they're different. They're spelled the same, they sound the same, but they're not the same. One's a bee and one's a plane.
That's a drone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the thing is
right
yeah.
I'll put it up.
And so there's that teaching opportunity in there, and then there's and plus there's the rhyming words, D and Lee and flea and bee, and there's the one page where they're on their honeymoon, which is a moon.
And there's a honey moon
dripping honey. It has honeycombs. I that was kind of fun. I don't know. I maybe that exists in other books. I don't know. I thought it was a pretty novel idea when I came up with it. But yeah, they're on their honeymoon, and
there was so many, like, even in these 2 pages specifically. I'll try to put it up so you can see it. It's like there's so many different telebee, and you can just sit here with these 2 pictures and look at all the different. You could be there for a while.
Yeah, you could be there. So it could be one of those fun reading moments. Like, well, what do we see tonight? Or what?
Like even the happy birthday baby.
Yeah.
And it's a bee, which is like the whatever, when you read pictures to know what the word is,
right? Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. Yeah, hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics, yeah.
Yeah, and even I made some of the flags. I made them green flags, and so they are like ADA, which is Ada, which is the first programming language I ever programmed in. Just kind of fun things fun things that you can do.
And let it be. Always be kind.
Be kind, be free.
Basically all the little bee things you see all over Pinterest and everywhere else.
Yeah.
Or on this page.
Yeah, probably, and probably some you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, the good part, the interesting part is in Able, we talked about, getting free from technology and not being a slave and addicted to that. But in this book, the young Abel is in the back of the book. This is when he gets free. He becomes free on towards the end of the book.
Which basically has this book be before.
Well, this event occurred before.
Yeah, because this is when he was a kid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so young Abel, but I guess you could say, oh, whatever, but
be there, be square.
in this book, where the focus is the cross.
Yeah.
And
which is what it says. It says, "Come to the cross, and be free."
Right. But in Abel, the focus is the tomb. Because the cross there's not to diminish what was done for you at the cross, but the resurrection and the empty tomb. Yeah, on the picture on the wall is the empty tomb. Yeah, beneath the cuckoo clock, there's it's kind of
good stuff past me too, guys.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, there's a picture. No, I think you done gone past it.
It's the first picture.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, there's a.
This one?
No, it's the one with the empty tomb. Yeah. That's Black Rock.
Oh, Black Rock.
There's other hidden things in here.
Not that one. We'll get there.
Anyway, the empty tomb is really the thing to be excited about in life, is that, Jesus was resurrected. And because of that, yeah, there it is, the empty tomb.
Oh wow, it's right there. It's in the picture.
Oh wow,
Even
yeah.
when I showed you the page, I was thinking the door.
Right, and so she's been freed from her addiction,
Wow.
and through the
There's all kinds of things in here, guys.
yeah. So anyway, so there's the two. That's how the two books are related. Is that
Okay.
and the bees, they have a kind of a work ethic. They're always
Yeah.
working. They're from sun up to sundown. They're pretty busy gathering pollen and making honey because that's how they live through the winter
Yeah.
time. And so
Yeah, it's so neat with the snow everywhere. You can just see little broken acorns. So
yeah,
the squirrels are going and getting their little stashes, cracking the broken acorns
yeah.
up, and you can see that it's new because it's on top of the snow.
Right, yeah, and
Like,
they
wow.
they get their black walnuts and they're eating
Yeah.
those, and yeah, and so it's like they put away food for the winter
Yep.
because right now it's not a lot to
Yep,
eat. It's,
not a lot to eat.
yeah, so and but that's the same. So it's important to instill in your children the work ethic,
Yeah.
the ethic by which you will, build in your time when you're healthy and you can work and you can achieve. You set aside some for yourself.
Yep.
For your future, for when you aren't able to work, and so or perhaps maybe you may not be able to work for a little period of time or something. Well, at least you'll have like an emergency fund.
Yeah.
And that's what the bees are doing. They're storing honey
Storing up for later.
for the winter,
Yep.
so that they can survive. And a large amount of the colony, perishes, because there's not. What do you need gatherers for if you there aren't any
Well,
flowers?
it's amazing. Even just honey, it's a little bit different, but they say like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of honey is like the work of the life of 12 bees.
Oh, I can believe it. Yeah.
It's like, wow.
There's a lot of effort goes into to making honey, but the bees, they're not measuring
Oh yeah.
productivity by time by this bee does this much, the other bee does. They're just doing what that comes natural to them to do, and they all, like I say, it's all in an effort for the whole hive to survive. And this is what they're programmed. This is their function, and this is what they do. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, but it's a good book in that sense. It's lighthearted, in the adventures of Dee and Lee, and the places they go and the things they do. But like on the page with the two bee or not two bee, there's the 16 larvae with the two bees, which adds up to 18, which is a combination of 10 and 8, which already are significant numbers in the Hebrew numbering, biblical numbering system. And so 18 is a major number.
Yeah.
And so it's basically the sanctity of life. And so, the book is teaching you the way, the truth, and the life. And so that's the underlying theme. The cross is the way, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And it's a good, I like the book. I enjoyed writing the book. I had fun with it. I approached my publicist with, I want to do a book on bees. I imagine you get lots of, bee stories, and she's like, not really.
Not really.
I said, they're such easy targets. I mean, to me, it would be like, if you were going to write a book, the ant or the bee. I mean, pick one or the other. I mean, if you were going to write a book about work ethic, pick either one of those because the ants are always working.
Yeah.
And so we put a little joke in there. What do you get when you cross an ant and a bee? You get Aunt Bee. And so we thought that was kind of corny. But that was one of the things that Sarah here said back in the beginning days of this. I asked her what she thought about some of these books. She said, well, they're pretty corny, so kids will like them. So, okay. And so,
well, they have that. They're not easy and they're not difficult. They're easy and difficult depending on how you look at them.
Right.
You can just read, these in Father's creation, there's so much to see. Joe D. B. Wright is a baby bee close to me. Oh, look at the picture. And then keep going. Yeah. But then you can go deeper in. It's like there's another layer. And then even there's another layer after that where it's like, oh, I realize, this drone means this, but then there's another layer even after that. So it's like, it's almost however much you can handle, you can get from it. And so it's cool because it's really, our age range is like 3 to 12, 3 to 15.
Yeah.
But truthfully, it's like from 3 to 85. Because anybody can read this and get something from it. It's not just a little kid's book, and it's not a textbook.
I have to admit, some of the kids' books I read to like grandchildren and even to you guys when y'all were growing up and stuff, it would be like, man, this is boring.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I understand why I'm doing it, but and so I was thinking, well, I mean, since I'm writing this kid book, I might as well work on the parents while I'm at it. So,
that's what I've said from the beginning. It's cool because they're so dependent. You can just dial it up however much you want, how much you want to get from it.
Yeah. And so, there's a lot of hidden truth in the verbiage that's used, for the inscription on the cross, and we cover that in our PowerPoint that we are author insights. So if you're looking, we cover a lot of the discussion about the words that sound alike but are spelled differently or spelled the same and but mean different things, and what those types of words are. We cover a lot of that, so you can talk to your kids about it. So you can say, oh, okay, this is the type word this is, and they'll be getting a linguistic education before they ever start kindergarten. They'll at least have some familiarity with it. So
we want to leave you with a challenge for this week to do one Be Free Truth moment each day this week. Read a verse, say a short prayer, or choose one right thing, even if it's small. Because bees, they're small, but over time, they make a big impact. So, that is all we have for you this time on this episode of
I like bees. I do. I like bees on the farm.
Oh, me too. I'm always like, bees are the best.
Brings joy to my heart to see them out there pollinating my trees.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Knowing I'm going to have peaches and apples and pears and
all the things.
All the good things.
Next time we will be working on Jemima Joke, which is another really good one. Everybody should have a copy. There's a few of these books that it's like you can have all of them, but then there's some that it's like everybody should have one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Jemima Joke.
You're going to encounter Jemima Joke situation.
So, well, see you next time on the Between the Pages podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what your favorite book is or what your Be Free moment of the week is.
Thank you very much.